Two big news stories out there, Steve. One, the world is still standing. It's still spinning. Our feet are on the ground. There was a theory that yesterday, we'll say conspiracy theory. Some might call it a hoax, but a theory that yesterday the Earth was supposed to basically like stop, right? Gravity was supposed to stop.
Yeah, so according to the internet influencers, Ken, I guess is what we'll call them, because they don't like to be called conspiracy theorists. Because to them, this is to them it's real. Damn it. The theory, Ken, was that for a period of time yesterday at around 9:33 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
The time zone that the world revolves around. We were all supposed to experience a loss. Don't look at me that look. We were all supposed to experience a loss in gravity for something like 30 seconds or some undiscriminate amount of time. I'm looking through the story here on people.com because that's how you know it's really important. People.com wrote a story. NASA came out and made a statement yesterday morning like, it's going to be okay, everyone. You don't have to tape grandma down to the floor. Like, it's going to be like everything's going to be, we're not going to float away. But no, this was like a thing. This was amongst the online community on Twitter, so to speak.
Oh, love that.
The idea was, people were really worried that we were going to have no gravity for a period of like up to 7 seconds is what the story says. Actually, 7 seconds of no gravity, just starting to float away.
So that with the lack of gravity, we go up, right? We don't spin into the ground.
Yep.
We go up.
Right.
All right. So how fast?
So I don't know. See, that's a great question because like they say there's not a lot of gravity like on the moon, for example, right? It's like a third or whatever it is of here. But like while they walk funny, they still are able to like walk, or like the rover is able to like roll on the ground. So I feel like until you jump or like, yes, would we just start floating? Yeah, I imagine. But like, I imagine it would just be like a starting to float thing. This is the most ridiculous thing I think we've ever talked about. But like, I think our boy Newton would say, Addie's like rolling her eyes so hard. But I think our boy Newton would say, unless we jump straight up, or unless we just jump, we're not going to just go barreling into space. Object in motion tends to stay in motion. So I'm sure gravity probably has something to do with that. This is probably the dumbest I've ever sounded, Ken. But
I'm fascinated why this becomes a thing, and I have the story up. It was a hoax falsely attributed to the hoax falsely attributed the warning to secret NASA data. That's the thing I love most about this. That
Project Anchor.
That's all. I got some information. So my question is, Steve, now I'm guessing, 7 seconds of gravity loss, we go spinning. Okay. We're done. You and I launch fast, but let's say it happens slow. Let's say there's a little bit of like, for how long are you thinking the rapture is real?
Oh man. Oh, that's okay. Oh God. I think my first thought would be I got into some old mushrooms or like LSD or something that I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? That would be my first thought. And then if I saw like the dog floating and the wife floating or whatever, then I'd be like, okay, let's really make sure this wasn't the good stuff. I think the panic on other people's faces would. Okay, so like now we're 2 seconds in. Yeah, I would say I would think I would like be 3-4 seconds in. I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, do I need to start like asking for forgiveness, this kind of stuff. Right. But then I'm thinking like gamma ray burst or some shit. Like, I don't know, like we're going into a black hole. Yeah. Then my mind would go to like some cosmic anomaly and we're all going to die here. Shortly.
Okay. Do you believe in the holographic theory, the holographic universe theory, that this is all just like a holographic? Yeah.
The only holographic things I'm familiar with are like Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur,
or the stickers in Upper Deck baseball card packs.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
Or on
holographic.
The cards.
Holographic sports cards always look kind of lame to me. I don't know.
I agree with you. I had to research the holographic theory for the channel I used to work for. Spent 3 weeks into that. Even had sat down.
What is that?
It's basically that this is all like we're on a CD, and that you and I are just it's a hologram, and it's tied to black holes. You said black holes, and made me think about it. And I spent 3 weeks having to research this, and it's over my head. And I had to sit with my friend Matt Key, who's like a philosopher and has studied this kind of stuff, and he kind of believes it. So a lot of people do. So Steve, you and I might not be real. Might be hologram.
But how do they explain free will at that point then? Like, are they those people like, oh, you don't have free will, all of your thoughts are predetermined anyway? Like, what are we doing?
No, it's I when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, this is great. We're gonna have some fun with this. And then the more you dive into it, it's like some legitimate people are like, yeah, this is probably true. And it might twisted my mind, and I just turned in the script. And it's like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know. So let's find out how gravity actually works. Dr. Addie's called in to tell us how gravity works and confirm.
She's called in to make fun of us. Let's be honest.
She's going to call. Well, we're not believing this, but I have to talk about conspiracy theories because I'm fascinated by them endlessly. Dr. Addie, how does gravity work?
Well, first of all, it's tied to the mass of the planet.
Okay.
So unless the mass of the Earth changed drastically, very suddenly, we're not going to lose gravity for any amount of time. Apparently, this all was born out of the fact that there's new data coming out of NASA. I was actually reading about this earlier today. They've discovered two very distant black holes that might be colliding with each other and creating a supermassive black hole. Cue the Muse song that was in the Twilight soundtrack.
Holograms. Jam man holograms.
So really, NASA now, we got to do this today. NASA.
Yeah, they got to do this now. And Addie, sorry, I missed it. You said this was like released, or it was available information, or they were like talking about it?
Swear I read a New York Times headline about it like an hour ago.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
So, Addie, how do we survive an event in which we lose gravity for 7 seconds? What is the biggest thing we have to worry about?
3 hours ago. It would be catastrophic, Steve. Like,
how fast?
It would not
tie stuff down.
It would not be a fun. Oh my gosh, it would not be like the videos that you see of astronauts training in the zero-G plane floating around for a few seconds. Like that is not what would happen. Also, I've been in a version of that. It is kind of fun.
It seems fun. It seems really fun.
Yeah.
You would have anything not bolted to the ground would float into the air. So not just you, the chair you are sitting in, your bookshelves, all your little knicky-knackies, everything would float into the air. Along with that, the atmosphere would start floating into space.
Oh, we don't want that.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound
good. And then 7 seconds later, all of it would come crashing back down to Earth at the same time.
And not slowly.
How high could we really get in 7 seconds? You know what I mean? Like, my vertical is not, I can barely get rim. You know what I mean?
Fast?
Like, I've dunked a basketball once in my entire life.
Oh, what a dream. Addie, how fast are we flying into the netherworlds?
I mean, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second.
What the fuck is a meter? This is America.
We won all the wars.
It's a little more than a yard.
Yeah, it's like a yard.
There we go.
It's like
so 10 of those for a first down is the moral of the story.
Okay. So wait, you're saying a second, Addie? So I know I play dumb, but I'm also I want to make sure I heard you right. So about 9.8 meters a second. So in 7 seconds we'd go 9 times 7, whatever that is. You know, Steve. 50,
yeah,
60, it sounds like a first down a second.
63 meters.
Yeah. 63 meters.
63 meters, which is doing math on the fly.
Yeah.
Sorry, 63 divided by 1,000.
That's why you're here. You're smart.
Divided by 1,000, not multiplied by 1,000, boys. We're okay. We're okay. This is fine. I'm not at all doing this by the seat of my pants.
You probably got one of them fancy calculators.
Hey, physics buddy Joe, who, I mean, his name has got some legit, credentials to it, says about 32 feet per second.
Thanks, physics buddy Joe. I couldn't remember what direction my conversion went in.
So okay. So 224 feet.
Yeah.
I think we can survive that, Steve.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Oh, not unless you land in like.
Have you ever fallen off a 3-story building?
Really soft bush.
No, I almost jumped off a 5, but
Jesus Christ.
Get that. I'm saying, it's not as fast as I thought, is what I'm saying.
Now,
I thought,
will,
we're in space.
I will say
well,
that all of us indoor cats are probably going to fare better than people who are outside when this happens.
Yeah, are you hitting the ceiling?
You're going to hit the ceiling. Your building's not going to go anywhere. Your building is going to be anchored to the ground.
If it's built right.
We're good. So we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Imagine a world where all the introverts win, Steve.
Right.
All the introverts win.
You probably do
They'd
have
be
to be
so
worried
happy.
about being crushed by your furniture, either up or down.
That's true. That's true.
It's 7 seconds though. Like there's only so much. Like I feel like if especially if I'm in a room, I feel like I could I'm gonna get to the ceiling, right? And at that point, I could kind of like swim my way to a good spot. You know.
What?
If it was 6:30 in the morning yesterday morning, I'm just imagining Ken on his air mattress floating to the ceiling and then being like suffocated between the air mattress and the ceiling.
No, I don't know. I thought this air mattress actually might work well for you there, especially when you're coming back down.
It'd be the bounce. It'd be fun.
Right.
Addie, what happens to the oceans? All water up?
That's a great question again.
Thanks, Steve.
Oh, think of all the
I'm
poor
gonna
animals.
say I'm now please understand that everything I'm telling you right now has been researched in the 17 minutes since you started talking about this.
Yeah, but your 17 minutes of research is worth 32 years of mine.
I'm gonna say nothing good because I do believe that gravity is part of what holds the water down. But also it is unclear to me whether or not the Earth is continuing to spin in this scenario.
Okay, right. That's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm.
Which is going to, I think, to make a difference to I believe that the water will rise, whether or not it completely escapes the Earth and doesn't just like come back down in like a massive
just a boom.
Yeah, I'm imagining like day after tomorrow, Godzilla versus Kong level.
Yeah, like blue whales and those weird sharks at the bottom of the ocean. You know, the cover in Shark Week. You know, they all come up and then splash back down. You'd have to hope, Steve, that they land in the same spot. That a blue whale doesn't land on Akron. Sorry, people of Akron.
Yeah, man, poor Akron. First LeBron leaves you twice, and now Ken's throwing blue whales on you.
I mean, the good news is the Earth is 70% water, so like the likelihood of a blue whale landing where there wasn't also water, like probability is on your side that it still lands in a body of water.
Alan Smithy points out a good point. That water lands, the waves it might create could also cause the problem, right?
Oh, easily. We're probably easily looking at tsunamis.
Ooh, yeah, it's not good, Steve.
I do have good news.
Okay, what's the good news?
The good news is according to NASA. Well, aside from that, we're talking. We're about preparation here, right, Ken?
Yeah.
So the good news is that according to NASA, which again, believe what you want, the gravitational attraction of the sun, the moon, and the Earth, which does not impact Earth's total gravity, but does impact our things like our tidal forces, is well understood, and any major changes that would be catastrophic could be predictable decades in advance. So maybe they're just not telling us.
Maybe they're not telling us. Maybe
they've told us.
Maybe it leaked out.
They've told us that the Earth is slowing down. I don't think they'd hide this from us.
We all are, man.
Yeah,
we all are.
Elbows hurting, knees hurting. Well, look, important thing is
they do always tell us about these meteors after they've passed us. To be fair,
well,
always like, guys, there was a big one that just went by. It just barely missed us. Like, thanks for telling us.
NASA is famous for the idea that like, is there anything we can do about it? Then it's not worth telling them. Like,
all right, they want to. It's a safe bet, right?
Well, no, it's there's no point. I mean, famously during the Apollo 13 mission, when they were still shallowing on their re-entry into Earth, and Mission Control knew that. They said, "Is there anything that we can do about it?" And the guys at Mission Control said no, and the flight director was like, "Then they don't need to know, do they?"
I like that information. I like that. I agree with that take. I think that's good. We got some great questions here, Addie. Thank you for this impromptu science. James Holmes,
just reading a book about fossils.
what a Thursday night. James Holmes says, could birds still fly with no gravity, Addie? What's happening to Addie? What's happening to the birds?
Yes.
No.
Let's just assume birds are real in this case.
No, because your birds.
Lock
birds
cameras
are flying. Bird flying is entirely due to wind, and the atmosphere is going to be bleak.
Oh, the atmosphere goes up
in all of this.
How does that look? How's the? So let's say Steve and I are in a plane.
Might be the first casualties.
Oh man, poor little birdies. Steve and I are on a plane coming back from watching the Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's the worst place I think you could be in all of this.
The plane's probably going to go into space, right, with the atmosphere, and ain't coming back.
Sucked out.
Probably not sucked out because planes are not as high in the atmosphere is higher than the planes. Like there's
Space
more.
Space is what, like 50-ish miles up, 70 miles up.
Oh, now
straight
you're
up.
Pull up
No, you don't have to actually look it up, but we can go.
There's a lot of layers of the atmosphere above where planes fly.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you'd think after me watching 5 seasons of For All Mankind, I know this, Steve. You'd think. So let's say the atmosphere in 7 seconds flies up. Okay. Does the plane then get to just fly higher?
No, I think
that is a fantastic question.
I think the problem is going to be the coming back down. Like you are going to need planes are not going to be able to fly at that altitude because of how thin the air will be.
Yeah.
Okay. If the atmosphere's getting moved up with them, it's like the planes are just going. It's the bubble theory. Ken is just like I could go. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's moving with the plane, right? So
yeah, but Steve, once some of that atmosphere escapes into space, I don't think it's coming back.
Fair.
See,
I don't think it's coming back down.
Yeah. So the ocean and the blue whales are coming back down, Steve. Atmosphere? No.
Yeah. Not once it escapes into space, because once it is broken free of what would be traditionally Earth's gravitational pull, there's nothing to bring it back.
So then would the new sky be higher?
I think
Steve knows what I'm thinking.
I know exactly. We're just making the
it's just
the bubble bigger. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you're thinking.
We're colonizing more space. Literally,
I'm saying so the atmosphere goes up in 7 seconds, 224 feet or whatever. The atmosphere goes up. What happens when it hits space? Does the blue low clouds fly away? Does it just become one with the ether, or does it move up like it's at another level?
The part of the atmosphere that escapes into space does not have clouds.
But you know what I mean? It's sucking the clouds up.
In this scenario, there's essentially been like a hole poked in everything, and it's getting sucked into space. Just work with us here.
I think
it's going up.
I think for at least a few days. I think eventually it would refine its equilibrium because all of these gases cycle through different parts of the Earth. But I think for a few days, if you lived at sea level, it would be like you lived in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, so the Earth needs a few days after a rough night, just like we do.
No one wants to live in Denver right now.
Oh, the Earth will always take care of itself, Steve. I take solace in that fact when I think about things like climate change. It is not a matter of whether or not the Earth will survive what we do to it. She will be fine. We will not.
It's like the Earth's trying to get us to go. That's what it seems like. But you pack up, party's over. It's like a bouncer at the end of the night. You guys are out here.
Yeah, she has all of the processes by which she will regulate everything, and everything will go back to the way it was. We will just not survive the new era.
Are we still calling it Mother Earth and her and everything in this administration, in this regime? Like, is she home taking care of the kids and everything, doing what she's supposed to do here? Or are we, is that?
I think it got changed to
Mother Earth, her
Mother Melania. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Officially.
Just making sure. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
this is great. I think I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Which to be clear is easy for me. It's easy for me, Steve, to learn a lot. To learn a lot. Thank you, Dr. Addie, for this. If you have any sins to confess, of course, later, please call back. But I appreciate the impromptu science. This is amazing.